Ken Hill from fastersafer.com. We're going to continue our little video series here of doing some voiceovers at some of these tracks, and we're here at Sears Point. We can call it Sears Point now. And getting ready to go ride on this chilly morning. I'm riding Tom Wilbert's Graves R6 again. And God, what a tough job, huh? Oh well. Anyway, so our out lap, a little bit chilly out, and what our plan is we're working on finalizing some front end setups, some fork spring setups. So we're messing around with that a little bit. Tom's getting quicker and quicker on the bike, and he's starting to put some pretty good force into it. So we're messing around with some fork settings and also a few things with gearing. So that's our plan for this session, and this is our out lap. So we're just kind of getting things going on this chilly morning, and being a little bit wary of lean angle at this point. So as we get going here, out of in turn 5, I'm going to start lining up my pass because I put myself in a position to make a decision. So there I'm going to decide I'm going to wait. That rider's going to come down. As we're in the carousel right here, start to accelerate off the carousel. That rider doesn't use all the track on the exit, and I can use some of that Graves R6 power to go by. I see somebody off on my right. Yep, there's Wyatt Ferris. Wyatt Ferris, one of the winners of the 600 races here. Really, really speedy rider. So we'll watch and see what Wyatt's doing for a couple of corners. Wyatt runs a little bit wide there. Good job on an apex there. I like that. And this actually didn't use any brakes right there in 8, and that's why he had to swoop over to make that line work. Accelerate down over 8A, and you can see Wyatt's bike moving around a lot for this first session, chilly morning. We're also trying out the new turn 9A that Sears has modified for some of the Indy cars. So as we come up here into turn 11, super heavy braking zone. Still going to use my brakes all the way into right there, pick up the throttle past the apex. Now we can get a lap started. Second gear, third gear, just click fourth gear, back down to third, turn in, pick up the throttle past that apex, jump this curb, full throttle there. I roll off to let the bike turn, go back to a little bit of throttle, use my brakes in turn 2 because the bike turns less time and distance. Accelerate out of 2 into 3, huge entry corner into 3, use my brakes all the way up there to that apex. 3A, driving over 3A, trying not to get the bike to wheelie too much. Pretty short radius in 4, so we use a lot of brakes straight up and down, we still trail them in. 5, got to wait, a little bit of neutral throttle, now I can take away lean angle, now I'll accelerate into the carousel because this 6A is a huge entry turn. Now I'm going to wait. I can't go to the throttle yet. Now I can start to see my exit. I can pick the throttle up. Nice exit apex out there. Actually, I had a little bit of room left over out there, so I could use more throttle there. 7A, right here, entry turn. Use my brakes. 7B, that's an exit turn. Use my throttle. See how straight I'm making my path into the S's? My goal is to not have to roll out of the throttle right there. Use my brakes in 8. Turn it back over for 8A. Accelerate off of 8A. It's starting to be a pretty fun lap. Really messing with, I can see the bike moving around a little bit right there, and that's kind of what we're working on is checking to see how much brake force we can put into it and see how the front end settings we're going to be. Accelerate past apex in 10. On those brakes, you can see Wyatt overshot turn 11 there. I'll now accelerate off of 11. There's my second gear, third gear. Just a little bit of fourth gear, back into third. Use my brakes almost to the curb right there. On the throttle, accelerate, roll off a little bit. Now pick up the throttle just a little bit. There's my brakes. Now I can start to accelerate off of 2. Just feed in as much throttle as grip will allow it. Nice straight path into 3. Use those brakes. Now I'm thinking about getting the bike turned and driving over 3A. Trying not to let it wheelie. On the brakes. And drive past that apex in 4. I'm going to accelerate really hard in here, but now I got to roll off the throttle. I'll hold neutral throttle until I can take away that lean angle, accelerate into 6. Guys, I'm going to use my brakes, and gals, we're going to use my brakes all the way into here in turn 6. Now I can start to accelerate off of 6, exit of 6, use all that track on the exit. My thought is, okay, turn 7, big entry into turn 7, go to my brakes. I'm not going to release my brakes till all the way down in there. Boy, I like that. Nice apex there, accelerate. Nice straight path in there. Use my brakes right up to that curb there in 8. Get it driving over 8A. I'm actually pretty happy with this. We didn't need a lot of laps here to figure out what we were doing. And I know the changes that I want to make on the bike. So I'm pretty happy with just those 2 to 3 laps. I've already got my hand up. Stay over to the left right there. Let that other rider go by. Still have my hand up because we got a pretty good blend line right in here. So let everybody know that I'm getting off the track. So there's a few laps at Sears Point for you on this Graves R6.